Magdalyn. Who's that?
Who's who?
Hey, wait! Please excuse me, Sister Amelie. I need to check on my father. The door's open. Is someone here? Dad?
Father! Magdalyn, is that you? Oh, what's the matter?
Something was standing near the house. The door was open.
Love is the only reason to do anything in this life. All this talking. Too much. Could you bring me something to eat?
Of course, Dad. You haven't eaten all day.
And I missed the Christmas feast too. I can't believe no one brought me a cookie.
I'll go get some soup. What the
Son
fuck?
of a bitch. Klaus. I'm sorry, Klaus. About everything. You're here. It's us. It's Andreas.
But no one's gonna believe Klaus. They're gonna be like, well, obviously your mind is going.
What if it is? Which one?
The second one.
I think so. These days I feel like my mind has been cracking apart. Sometimes I'm not sure where I am. I've been trying to keep Magdalyn safe. I've been trying to figure it out this whole time. After the fire, it's all I could think about. That and them. They've never left me. They're still here, all in the dance of death. The Baron, Piero, Ferenc, Hannah, Peter, Otto. Caspar! No! A sweet baby boy! Caspar. August. And now you.
Dad? Oh God, it's you! Who are you? What are you doing to my father?
Magdalyn, it's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry. I've forgotten my manners after all these years. And you've likely forgotten my face. Or what it once was. Magdalyn, this is Andreas Maler. Back from the dead.
And now you're here to kill my father? To kill me?
No. I didn't attack your father. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I don't understand, Andreas. Where have you been all these years? Hiding from the world. In the ruins, mostly. Sometimes in the woods, when it was warm. Stealing bread from Gret. Stealing books from you. Oh, so I wasn't going crazy. It's the only thing that's kept my mind from forgetting what words are.
Wait, how did you survive the fire?
With some difficulty. I grabbed as many books as I could and threw them into the scriptorium. When the smoke got too thick, I started to black out. The next thing I remember was Caspar pulling me into the crypt. Caspar, you brave boy. Your apprentice, the boy. You sent him back to Salzburg. He didn't leave. He waited in the woods and watched what was happening. When he saw me in the window of the library, he ran through the crypt to save me. And he did. But he saw that I was trying to save the books and... he went back in. I couldn't stop him. I was barely conscious. He never came back out, Klaus. Gaspar, why did we have to be so nice to him? Oh, sweet little boy. When I woke up, everyone was dead or gone. I couldn't face any of you. I couldn't go back to Sabine, that empty house. So I hid.
You painted over the Dance of Death in the Abbey.
It turns out I had a reason to keep painting. I'm sorry if I scared you. No one's come into the Abbey for years. I thought I was safe there. I was afraid to talk to you. Afraid to talk to anyone.
Did you leave us those notes? The ones with the purple writing?
No. Those were written by a different occult hand. One that does not want you to finish your mural. One that has killed and may kill again to stop you from telling Tassing's history.
Tassing's history? Why?
Because Tassing's real history is at odds with the story we've all been told. It's been covered bit by bit, layer by layer, until it could no longer be seen. But it's still here. It's always been here, hidden beneath our feet. And it's still protected, haunted by the spectre of death that has hung over this place for generations. The thread puller.
Thread puller? Beneath our feet? What are you talking about?
The person who attacked your father is the same person who manipulated someone into killing Otto Zimmermann. And Lorenz Rohvogel. Yes, and they travel through the Roman aqueduct that connects Tassing and Kiesau. It's a network of tunnels I've become quite familiar with. And I've seen the ghost that haunts them, that can squeeze through the tiniest opening. I've seen it bend itself in half to reach places I could never follow. I've travelled along every inch of the aqueduct and the old city, but there is one place I have never found. The lair where the thread puller retreats to. The ancient Roman temple that is determined to hide from view.
The Mithraeum! You found it!
No, but I mapped out a darkness between the collapsed tunnels, and I believe I know how to get there. Come with me. I'll show you.
Now?
If the thread puller becomes aware of what we are doing, well, I don't know what they'll do. We need to act quickly.
Will you be all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. Protect my daughter, Andreas. With my life, Klaus, I promise.
All right, let's find the Mithraeum.
Oh my goodness!
Get him another bowl of soup first.
Oh my god.
That was quite
That all escalated quickly.
The rat house? What are we doing here?
When the men dug the foundation, they found Roman ruins that had been buried over time. Lucky never wasted stone, so he used the Roman wall as one of the cellars. There's a way inside. To the hidden place.
Are you all right?
Yes.
All right, into the Rathskeller.
The Rathskeller. Okay, so we're controlling... Oh my god. How fast can old man Andreas go? Okay, still pretty fast.
Old man Andreas.
Well, I think I remember him saying he was 33 in Act 2, so...
It's been... how many
18 years? So he's like 51.
Okay.
51 by now. God damn. Wow. Just wow. Wow.
Wow. So a lot of things have happened.
Look at Andreas, he's hunched over just like Pierre, or he's starting to get little like
What's that?
cobwebs just like...
Pickaxe.
Oh.
Cobwebby pickaxe. Yeah.
Oh, Magdalyn said something, sorry. No, it's two-sided, new and old. This was above ground once. It carried water. Look. Yeet. What does that say?
Alright. I think I can make it out. Cornelius goes to the bath today and completes the 6th step in the Mithraeum.
Yes. You see?
No, I most certainly do not see Andreas.
Well, here. Klashazam! Well, he's still pretty strong.
He's been sneaking into the gym after
Shit.
hours. A warning would be nice.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to being around people. This is the aqueduct.
The aqueduct carries water to the baths. So you think this will take us to the Mithraeum?
Exactly.
You seem quite confident.
We know it exists. I know where it is not. I believe this is the only place it could be. It must be near the baths.
You believe it?
Yes.
All right.
After you, please. Bonk. Oh, Andreas. Manu propria. Right then.
So you have control of both the characters now?
No, just Magdalyn. Andreas is following. Yeah, notice how he's getting a bit cobwebby, like Piero was.
Oh, he's turning into Piero.
He's getting old. He's even hunched up. He's only 51. Come on, Andreas.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we thought he was dead. This is an improvement. Anything's an improvement on death, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Being isolated for 18 years is very...
I mean, he's looking pretty well for someone who's dead. So.
Shit. The decoration. These must have been the baths.
Doesn't look like there's a way through.
Silt. All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever?
I don't know. Maybe some things are just lost to time.
Well, let's see if there's another way out of here. Yep, that's silt. Sure is a lot of silt. Isn't it crazy that, like, some towns do just have all this underneath? More stairs. Down? Would something be below the baths? Oh, sorry, I don't know why I did Magdalyn there.
I'll do Andreas then.
No.
Hippocaust.
Yeah, okay, you can use it for this one.
They use warm air to heat the rooms above. What a strange word.
Roman colonies in the north often had them.
Let's hope those haven't been filled with silt as well.
Hippocaust, I suppose?
Yeah, we've never been to St Mary's Close in Edinburgh, have we?
I don't know what that is.
It's the town under the town, you know, when they
No,
built on top of
I
it.
didn't even know about that.
No, we should go there. Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go in all directions. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm going to try exploring ahead.
Of course. You don't even have a lantern, Andreas.
He's a mole man now.
Shit. Oh, I'm Andreas now. Okay, so I'm swapping between the two. God, look at me. How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist. A master of your craft. But all you created was misery. Fuck.
Oh god. I can't... We're going to see Caspar, aren't we?
Fennec.
Oh. The only thing more pitiful than watching your work in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art. You see Otto. I had thought you understood what I was forced to do. Your callousness killed us all. Master, why did you send me back into the flames?
Shut up, you little shit! You did that yourself! Oh my god. No. No, this isn't right. A dreamscape. I can't be here right now. It's completely gone. How did I get here?
Andreas. Melancholia.
She was Melancholia last time as well.
Ah.
You're still here.
Yes. For a little longer.
Which one? You're leaving?
I am the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. When it goes, I will go with it.
But who will rule the city if you leave?
No one. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good.
But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here.
This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison. A prison you constructed to protect yourself.
From what?
From pain. From risk. From life itself.
But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalyn. How do I get out?
Andreas, you are the architect. I will help you as best I can, but you are the only one who can answer that.
Trapped in our dreamscape now. Wonderful.
That was some bullshit we did not need.
Let's get out of here.
Hello, Andreas.
Is that you, Sabine?
Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why?
I ran out of things to say.
You ran away from life.
Nothing turned out the way I thought it would.
You ran away from the people who loved you.
I didn't know what to do with that love. I wasn't ready for it.
I know. And I didn't make it easy for you. It was hard for both of us. I don't blame you for anything. And you should stop blaming yourself. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalyn.
Yes, Magdalyn. I have to help her.
You can, Andreas. But you have to leave this place behind. For good.
Oh, I know. I can. I will.
You will.
Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again?
Not in this place. But maybe someday. In a better place. In a better dream.
Let's get over our trauma by getting through this maze. That's how it works. Kind of sad. I did like Andreas's dreamscape. It's just like quirky.
Master Andreas?
Oh. Caspar. It's really you.
It's so good to see you again, Master.
Don't do this to me. How can you say that? You died because of me.
I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. You couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore.
I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter, couldn't save Tassing. I couldn't even save more than a couple armful of books.
You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows you did. And that's all any of us can do.
Alright, Caspar. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you taught me.
Caspar, don't go! My little boy. Wait. What happened? This was the way out. Before I started talking to Caspar, I know this was the way out.
Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas.
It's Beatrice.
It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it.
Beatrice?
Yes?
I thought you were gone.
You brought me back.
Oh. So, what do I do now?
Keep going.
Going where? Which way? Oh wait, I have to go all the way. I'll have to go all the way around now.
Did you ever get those little maze discs in like party bags?
Yeah. Was that
With the little ball in? You have to get it to the
That's
center.
what this feels like.
Yeah, that's
Except
what
at least
really
I can use the keys and I don't have to.
me. Tilt it.
Oh. You too. It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I had forgotten it. I know there's nothing I could have done, but it doesn't make me feel any less guilty. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
It's all right.
What?
It's all right, Daddy.
It is?
You don't have to hide here anymore.
I'm scared, August.
I know. But that's why you can't stay. There are people who need you.
It's so hard to let you go.
I know, Daddy. But you have to.
I know. You're right. Thank you.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too. Good night, August.
Good night.
They shifted again. The walls.
It's still trying to protect you.
No.
It's not?
No, I mean, no. I don't have to do this. This is my mind. My maze. Bless you. And I'm leaving.
Good. But this next part might be confusing.
Whoa! What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Did I make this?
You borrowed it.
This is the mural of the
Lady of the Labyrinth.
yeah, the one that's on the wall of the church. From where? From what?
There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer recall what came before.
And what came before?
Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth, but there was a labyrinth.
There it is.
Ooh. Ooh.
Whoa. What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in my mind?
You are here with me, and we are here in spirit.
Are we still in the ruins?
We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering, and the Lord brought you here.
But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell?
I have not. We are here only in spirit, Andreas.
Is this real? Am I finally experiencing that which I have only read about in the testimony of mystics?
I told you long ago that reading cannot communicate a spiritual experience. But yes, this is real, and you need not be afraid. Have faith. If you are here with me, it is the Lord's will. Andreas, Sister Amelie?
Oh wait, so she is here.
What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. He has also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. No, this isn't my spirit. I walked here through the aqueduct. You are confused, Magdalyn. It's understandable. My own visions have perplexed me for all of my life. Even though this seems strange, even though it is a place of spirit, it is very real. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me. Soon, he will make it known to you.
Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? I like that now she's wearing the purple colours associated with the Fred Puller's ink.
I knew this bitch was related to what was happening. Through the door between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave.
You were right. The grave is an entrance to the tunnels.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was there. I knew it. I called it. I am Scooby-Doo. Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear. And to whom.
I don't think she's the Fred Puller, though.
No.
The Lord tells me what messages I must bear. Someone...
But she does do the writing.
She does the... yeah, maybe. Either that or she delivers the messages. The one, the one leaping over the aqueduct we saw that one night.
Yeah.
That could have been the person that delivered the notes to each person within the abbey.
You deliver messages? Yes. Once, long ago. I was a scribe. I copied many works of the great church doctors. Origen, in particular.
Prolific first-century ascetic and theologian best known for his exegetical writings and homilies, influenced the development of the Trinity and the ransom theory of atonement.
But all that ended with the fire. It ended with my life.
Wait.
I thought I had given up the pen forever. Until the visions returned.
No.
When the fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters, not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of purple ink cloth.
No fucking way.
I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. But he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do.
It was you. This whole time you wrote the notes.
I found one by my dad when he was attacked.
Sister Emily, you pushed those people into committing murder.
What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. But that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes.
And people were murdered because of them.
No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. No, I'm not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Son of a bitch! I always suspected him. Well, I didn't always. Recently I suspected him. Should I do him? Sister Emily, shh. It's alright.
Father Thomas? How did you get down here?
Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Although in truth it was Sister Emily who rediscovered them first and found this place. Wait, the dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Father Thomas, did you... In other circumstances I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. You!
You and Sister Amelie were behind all of the murders.
Son of a bitch! No, she had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them! She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. You abused her love and her trust for your own purposes. He who wishes to follow love's way must regard neither cost nor shame, nor pain. He must stand to everything, even her most terrible commands. I am ashamed to admit it, but yes, I did.
To what end? What was the point of all of this?
Look around you. What do you see?
Roman ruins.
Look closer. Looks like the statue of St. Moritz from the meadow.
And the images of Saint Satia from the shrine. I don't understand.
It's St. Moritz and Saint Satia, and Mars and Diana.
The saints are the gods?
When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. The statue of Mars Pater that once watched over the Roman fields stood there still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was St. Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from. They found the shrines to Satia, and not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint.
So the people turned them into saints?
Sanctity and sainthood exist outside of what people believe, Magdalyn. People cannot turn someone into a saint any more than they can unmake the divinity of Christ. But they knew of the saints and learned local legends of the region and applied them to the figures they found here. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what the Romans did and left here. Except for Historia Tassing. But Historia Tassing was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost before it made its way to Father Matthias. And you killed him for it! Yes, with poison. Father Thomas killed Father Matthias! No one suspected.
He died of poison? And no one suspected? It must have been quite subtle.
His death was unexpected, but I was the only person he confided in about what he had read in Historia Tassing. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, at the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago. That Saint Satia was the Roman goddess Diana. He resolved to deal with it. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believe in the legend of Saint Satia, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still.
Why does it matter if they were wrong, if the saints weren't here?
Then what does that mean for the hand of St. Moritz? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to Saint Satia, and believed their prayers were answered? What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed like a false star in a dark sky? If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints, can they doubt the church? Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God?
Do you have so little faith in ordinary people, Father Thomas?
I have faith in God. And I have seen firsthand what can happen when people become disconnected from our God. When people believe that all just authority is false, that their own education and reason are superior to divine truth.
You've always told us that we have to accept Christ with our own free will.
Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. if you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protect this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas! There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley, and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And that is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie.
So many people have died because of what you've done.
I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassing. A copy he promised to give to the abbot so Kiesau could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gannot read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. In retrospect, given how Father Gannot chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded.
That sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again.
You're right. It didn't. But then why Otto? Suddenly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tassing. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration.
So you killed him to prevent an uprising, but it caused it instead.
Someone else killed him, as someone else killed Baron Rothvogel. And it wasn't to prevent an uprising, but to stop him from showing people what he found. What he found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rat House.
Something of our pagan ancestors?
No, not quite so old. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue at the shrine of St. Moritz.
How did it wind up over there?
Most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time.
Black Till told me that the farmers found old tools and pottery in the fields every year.
Yes, and this head remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. And he was going to show everyone that God had favoured the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz, because Otto could not read the words chiselled across the helmet, Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rat House. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Emily write down what you told her were visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin, so that one of them would murder Otto just as someone murdered Lorenz.
What about my father?
I'm sorry, Magdalyn.
Why did you do it? It doesn't make any sense. Was it because of the mural?
Yes, I knew it! I mean, that was obvious, but, you know. Your deduction of Sister Emily was much, much cleverer. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kiesau's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satir, this place, everything.
So you tried to kill him?
No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident.
It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him.
I know. So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalyn? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. Son of a bitch!
Strangle him!
Yeah, get him, Andreas.
No! Father Thomas, stop!
It's too late for me, but I can still take Tassing's secrets with me.
No!
Father, you're going to kill us all! You're going to kill Emily! Then leave, and take her with you.
We will.
You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll die together.
You can't stop people from learning the truth.
Maybe, but I have to try.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
Why aren't we stopping him?
Let's take Sister Amelie and go.
Father! Go! Grab her, Andreas. Go, go, go. I don't want to leave Andreas behind again.
I know. Yeah, I thought Sister Amelie was more guilty than she is still kind of an innocent.
No, he very much took advantage of her.
Yes, exactly.
Also,
yeah.
I loved how when the penny dropped, her script turned purple.
Yeah.
That was clever. Are you all right?
How is Sister Amelie?
She's still out, but I think she's fine.
I don't know. I think when people pass out for a while, that's kind of bad.
They must have heard that at the Golden Hand.
What an awful way to end a beautiful Christmas night.
What are we going to tell them?
What do you mean?
About this. About everything.
Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth?
For the same reason Father Thomas hid it.
So we should reward what he did? All the people he's hurt?
Is it better to punish the people of Tassing? What good will it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satir? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith.
I think they should hear the truth. I think we've spent enough time covering shit up. I think they deserve to know everything.
Is a painful truth better than a comfortable lie?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it in the yeah.
When your entire faith revolves around it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not religious. I wouldn't know. But I don't know. I think just so much of this has been covered up and
no matter what, Father Thomas has
fucked.
Paid for his crimes.
He's
I guess.
crushed.
Right now, the only thing to decide is whether or not we tell them that all the belief they've had in their saints was false.
So their saints have been Roman gods the whole time?
Yeah. They think they're separate entities, people like saints of God of the Christian religion, finding out that actually they were never that, and they were in fact Roman gods the whole time.
I mean...
Look,
I don't know.
I'm in every game, I'm always like, yeah, we've got to tell them the truth. But Pentiments had very much a spree of showing me that sometimes, like, doing what seems to be the right thing, e.g. being very nice to Caspar, ends up with results that are quite sad.
So doing on the face the morally good thing may not, in fact,
be the right
most.
thing.
Is it a white lie? A white lie to preserve them? Yeah.
It's just...
It's very hard to keep my own kind of feelings about religion out of it, because I'm like, well, it's all kind of just...
Thing is,
it's
as
all
well,
figureheads,
even if we try and tell them he destroyed the evidence, it sucks that Otto and Rothvogel both died for this, although Otto doesn't even know what he died for.
Yeah. It's just one dickhead trying to make everything the way he wants
I
it.
do want to reveal, like, not so much Rothvogel, because he was a bit of a prick, as much as, like, I went on about how great he was and how much I loved him. He was not a great guy, but Otto
was total innocent, really, in all of this.
And, the people kind of deserve to know the truth about why he died, but it was 18 years ago, 25 years ago for the Baron. Maybe Father Thomas will kill Klaus. Klaus is going to die anyway, but...
Yeah. It was so cruel what he did to Klaus as well. Because he's given him, like, a long, slow death.
I mean, I know he said it wasn't intentional, but still.
But still, you've clonked a man on the head and given him a long, slow, agonising death for over a year. Like, that's pretty brutal.
I don't know. This is a tough one. I feel like telling them the truth's the right thing to do morally, but also, would it break their spirits?
But I mean, how many of them were all for the pagan shit?
Ursula, Ilpida, Attila, she was dead. The rest of them were all devout Christians. Not to mention Christianity, the belief in St. Moritz, that was one of the main things that brought pilgrims to this town.
Yeah.
Without those pilgrims,
the town might fail.
A lot of these people will lose their livelihood, yeah. Telling them the truth, I don't know what the consequences would be. People would know, but would it make them feel better? The whole, Perched in Love, that whole Christmas festival, that is a result of their beliefs.
I think we should maybe, like you say, go for the second one.
I don't know, it feels wrong, but it's your decision, I think. I'm kind of with Andreas on this one, and I feel like you're more Magdalyn.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really tough. I just don't want anyone to die, and I'm worried that if we create a town of non-believers and cause another revolt...
The Inquisition are going to come.
Yeah, and more people will die.
I suppose the people here have had enough things in their lives broken.
You included. I'm sorry, Magdalyn.
It isn't fair. None of this is. We found out who did all of this, who attacked my dad. But it's not like we can bring anyone back. We can't undo any of the hurt he caused.
Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else.
Maybe he never would have.
All right. We don't have to tell them. About the saints, the Romans, any of it?
I think it's for the best. For now, at least.
Of course. What should we tell them about Father Thomas, then?
He was a prick! Consumed by a devilish fever.
Not far from the truth. And it makes as much sense in the end.
Good.
We should get Sister Emily someplace warm.
We can take her to my house. He'll probably have some explaining to do.
A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire.
I am too. I think.
Merry Christmas, Andreas.
Merry Christmas. The last time you saw her, she was 2. She was a little tiny.
Let's get Sister Emily out of that fucking anchorage.
Oh. Magdalyn, you made it back.
Andreas and Sister Emily and I all made it back.
Sister Emily? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything all right?
I don't think so, Dad, but it will be. Are you all right, Dad?
Yes. I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened.
It started in the rat house. Well, the rat skeller. Andreas found an old Roman message there that pointed to the Mithraeum.
Huh.
So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. We found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hippocaust. I got separated from Andreas. I was really afraid I'd lost him, though we'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance and I was so relieved. Dad? Are you still listening?
I know we knew it was coming, but it's still very sad.
Very sudden. Maybe he had, like, I don't know, another aneurysm.
At least he got to see his daughter and his best friend. Oh my goodness, here we go. 15th of April.
Wow. So, like, 5-6 months has passed?
4 months later.
I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we all will do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here.
Oh, she's leaving.
It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send to you. So I will end it with my love. Esther. Oh, I'm glad she's going to see Esther.
Not just going to see, she's leaving. Magdalyn? Oh, hey Chester. How is he still here?
The most pointless character
I thought he was
ever.
trapped here.
Yes?
I am sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order. Baldas has ensured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled.
I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything.
Of course, Mr. Druckeryn. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. I am very sorry.
Thank you.
Good fortune to you. I think he was just here to be hot.
Here to be Lord Farquaad. Oh, the portrait of
They're all gone now.
Klaus and his mum.
Oh, hey Gertrude.
Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalyn? We'll see. I know I'm ready to go. Well, you can't leave without this. It's chamomile, cinnamon and wheat flour. If you're travelling and you're having cramps. I know, I'll use it. Well, Hildegard's recipe just called for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste.
She's such a sweetie.
I'm so sorry about what happened to your father. Thank you. Mother Franziska had us all say prayers for him. And for you as well, when she heard you were leaving. Really? That's so sweet. Please thank her for me. I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalyn. I'll miss you too. God bless you. Safe travels. Magdalyn, I can't believe you're really leaving. You should come visit me. Ha! The furthest I've ever been is at the Mittenwald market, so I don't think that's very likely. Write to us, though. We want to hear about your new life. I will, I'll promise. You are a special girl, Magdalyn Druckeryn. I understand why you're believing. God knows you have good cause. But Tassing won't be the same without you. Safe travels and God bless you.
Oh my goodness. Odds. Oh, hey Max.
Odds?
I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always nice to me. My mum says he was a good man.
He was a good dad.
Hmm.
Well, thanks. I should get going.
Max!
Hmm?
Magdalyn. You sure you don't want to marry me? Oh my god.
It's a little late for that, don't you think?
Right. I just didn't want to spend the rest of my life wondering if I should have asked. You know?
Look after your mother, Rots.
Oh. Under different circumstances, I imagine we'd be staying with him.
Mm.
Hold on, just want to check this way. I don't think we can go this way. I feel like we're saying our goodbyes to everyone, yeah. Sister Gertrude's blocking the path with her fat ass.
Her fat ass.
Her fat ass.
That's so mean.
I'm sorry. Who's this whippersnapper, Elias? Good morning, Mr. Druckeryn. Are you off soon?
Who the fuck are you?
The new father, I imagine.
Yes, Father. Just saying my last few farewells.
Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul.
I am too.
Don't let those Bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you.
I will keep my guard up, Father.
Good, good. Keep the faith.
God bless you, Father Elias.
God bless you in your travels. As if it just introduced him at the last minute.
Mm. God bless you as well, Sister Emily. Are you leaving today? I am. I'm just heading up to the mill in a bit. I'm so sorry for everything that happened. I know. It's all right now. Thank you for helping me. Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an anchoress again? I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life. God knows you didn't mean to do harm. He does, but harm was done. I am writing an account of what happened here, as well as I can remember it anyway. If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate the history of great darkness. Good. It's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Emily. God bless and keep you safe on your travels, Magdalyn.
Anyone? Up to the mill. Who's this? Elsie. Oh yeah.
Magdalyn, is this it? It is. Time for me to leave. Good. Get out before this cursed town swallows you. Tassing will bring you nothing but anguish and misery. Elsie, I hope one day you will find a path out of your sorrow. God willing, though I am doubtful. Stay safe on the road. These are still dangerous times. We'll be fine. Look after your family. Paul, Anna, your grandkids still need you. I'll do what I can. They are what little I have left. Without them, never mind. Godspeed, Magdalyn.
Goodbye, Anna and Paul. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's had a shave.
Andreas shaved. I didn't recognise. I was like, who's this? Are you sure I look alright?
Of course, Andreas, you look perfectly respectable.
Can I have my hat back?
You're a little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were.
It was kind of the women to help me clean up. I'm afraid I've forgotten how to look after myself. Some would say you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men here could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years?
Subsisting on our discarded rye, no less.
I'm sorry about that.
Andreas, we already told you. It's all right now.
Magdalyn.
Hello.
Who's doing Paul? You or me?
Sorry.
Hello, Magdalyn.
Are you off soon? Yes, hello. I'm riding with your flower to Mittenwald and then down the Isar.
I'm sorry to see you go, Magdalyn. Oh, Andreas is staying. He's got so skinny. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of.
Here, the beer's good. If it's half the city Esther describes, I'm sure I'll love it.
You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have, and use it well.
I will. I don't know how, but I will. I wish he could have seen it, Andreas.
I know. He would have loved it.
I hope so.
I know so.
That's kind of you to say.
We all need words of encouragement. And besides, it's the truth. Magdalyn, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go. I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Why did you leave a section blank?
For the future. Unless history is going to stop in Tassing the moment I roll down the road.
I think your wagon is about to leave.
Oh, it is. It hardly feels like enough time.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you did for me, for my family. God bless you, Andreas Maler.
Goodbye. There she goes. Andreas?
Are you all right?
I'm lost. That's all right.
You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need.
You still have my hat, you little shit.
Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require your expertise.
Oh.
Yeah, they're up on the mill, the walkway. I'll have supper ready when you're done.
Just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas. Thank you. I guess we're Andreas now. Look at him, he's so skinny.
Well, yeah, he's been living off of grain
Hey,
that he licked
little
off the floor for
shits.
20 years.
Little Andreas, little Ulrika, that's my hat. I want it back. Mind you. Now, this is how you draw your little shit. That's a square. This windmill is clearly much more of a square. See, if you put it like this and do it like that, and I totally know what I'm talking about, because I'm an artist in real life, you see. But not really. That's actually more your expertise. I'm just gonna scribble on this wall with
What's
some
this?
charcoal.
What's this winged beast
This
flying
this
in the
winged
sky?
beast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh. Oh.
Oh wow, they're zooming out to like a 3D space.
Yeah.
Look, it's the mural.
The pots.
Oh, the sacrificing. We put that on the wall. In hindsight, maybe that was a bad idea since our dad died before seeing it. But on the other hand, it does show how far Tassing has come. As the pilgrims arriving. The big old tree and the Roman ruins. Definitely some Christians.
The little crosses.
Those are big crosses, almost as big as they are.
I like this music a lot.
There's Otto giving the speech. Oh, Otto.
He was just such an innocent in all of this. Like, he just got caught up in it and it was nothing to do with
Yeah,
him.
where it's just like, he was so excited to find like the statue of the head of his saint. He was like, look guys, how great is this?
It's just so unfair.
Yeah. Rothvogel I wouldn't have been too bothered about if I went for Piero. And Saint Moritz and Saint Satir blessing Kieso. The final lie we told. I wonder what that would be if we'd gone the opposite way.
I don't know.
I think we did the right thing.
Yeah,
I think that's a tough choice. But like...
Because this is a time when people would have been executed for paganism.
Mm-hmm. Where like faith is so important. And just shattering people's faith is... I don't know. Druckeryn.
Aww.
Good, she signed her work.
Oh, I'm glad she went to Prague to be with Esther. I hope she had a nice life.
Me too. It did seem like there were definitely two possible paths we could have taken, you know, like gone to, you know, Prague or stayed and married Otts. Kranker Peter Gertner. Kranker Peter.
He lived for 189 years old.
He pretty well did, you know. Oh, Apollo had a kid called Peter. Look, Ursula. Factional of Kitzer, isn't that Smokey's friend? Oh, yeah. Kraft and Schurter.
They get married, or they were married?
I think they were married, yeah. Actually, no, they were. I can't remember. Well, that's because Kraft stayed in the village, so at least he had, you know, he got married and had a relatively happy ending. Andreas Schmidt stayed single.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yeah. Pilgrim is still coming to see the Hand of Saint Moritz.
Well, there we go.
Oh wait! Oh, look! It's baby Andreas, but he's all grown up, and he became an artist as well. There we go.
Aww.
We powered through to the end there. This is probably going to be the longest video we've done, but I just wanted to keep going. I could sense we were near the end. I needed
Emily Cheeseman.
I needed to know.
No, I think I sensed this one would be the last.
I'm quite sad. I can't believe when I first played this, I just like dropped it after 5 minutes. After finishing, I'm like, I absolutely adore this.
I know. It's such a good story.
Yeah, I actually, I legitimately got chills a few times. Like, when we were in the Abbey and Andrea showed up for the first time, but we didn't know it was him, and then when he came out from behind the door. And, like, there's so much to talk about.
Are we going to do a wrap-up episode where we talk about it? And our feelings and how we, like...
We were doing it right now.
Yeah, I think we should do, like, an episode where we, like we did with... The
Pale Beyond.
Yeah, where we just sort of wrap up.
I don't know if I'll tier rank the characters.
No, because there were a lot of them.
There were a lot. I might talk about them a bit, but yeah, just...
But yeah, I think we should do a wrap-up just...
Also, as well, like, my suspicion of Father Thomas in the third act was purely because he was on the council.
Yeah.
Like, before that, I didn't think he was the thread puller, but you were kind of on it with Amelie pretty much right from the get-go.
Well, I thought she was way more guilty and vindictive than she was, though. Like, I thought she was the one writing the messages, but I thought she was kind of... I thought she was the thread puller. I thought she was orchestrating it all, but like...
You know, you called it. It made so much sense. The grave she dug, you were right. It went down into the tunnels.
Yeah, and
She's in white, so she was the one going across the aqueduct. It made so much sense.
Yeah.
Like Father Thomas doing it, just... Yeah. And as well, so when I think I might have mentioned this in another video, I can't remember. When I went back and was, you know, editing some of the videos to upload, I noticed some clues where I'm pretty sure it wasn't Ferenc who killed Rothvogel. I think it was Lucky the stonemason, because when we went to dinner with him, he mentioned the innocent and the girl who died with her, and he mentioned two innocents, I think. And that was the note we found on the Baron, and we also found a tomb which said two innocents. So
do you think it was still Lucky, but like persuaded by Sister Amelie?
Because he got the letter, he got the note as well, and that was the one we found on the Baron's body. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. That's what I kind of love about this. Is like, you know, if you go to the subreddit, everyone's just saying, who do I pick? Who's the real killer? And it's like, doesn't matter. Pick who you think. Pick who. That's the point, is that you have to doubt your choices, which we did.
Yeah.
Which we kept doing.
Because you feel that guilt that, like,
Yeah.
Andreas felt, which is the whole point.
Yeah.
That you carry that, you know, like, he wasted his life. I mean, I know he's still
Yeah, he
alive, but
At
he
least, like,
wasted
yeah.
so much of his life
I'm
worrying.
glad
like,
he had a happy ending, though, and that he's staying with Anna and Paul, with the Muellers.
Yeah.
And it looks like little Andreas Jr., who's not Andreas's kid, but is named after Andreas, and also looks a lot like him, just saying. Although that wouldn't make sense, because Anna was like 12 when Andreas last saw, so that'd be fucked. Nice to see that he became like an artist with Andreas, and Andreas kind of had a happy ending.
Yeah.
Even if he did miss 18 years. I was still devastated about Caspar.
That was sad.
Anytime there's like a kid in the game, we get it, like, we kind of become like the mentor for. It's like immediate like paternal affection. I'm just like, Caspar, my son.
Yeah.
Same with like Ursula as well. Like every act, I had to go and see and make sure Ursula was okay.
Like, I did think she was gonna die, and I'm glad
Well,
she had a happy kind of ending.
Yeah, me too. I'm so glad. Like, I would have been I would have quit the game. I would have quit the fucking game if anything happened to Ursula. Anna as well, like, seeing the characters, like, get older. I'm amazed that Il Peter survived those 25 years. He was ancient in Act 1. The fact that he's still alive 25 years
It's always
later
just an elderly person who goes...
has always been old, and is somehow still alive. But yeah, I think we missed a lot as well. Like, Adoc, I think we could have saved Adoc if we'd gotten the medicine, but we didn't.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see if we'd killed someone, if we'd accused someone else, or if we'd accused no one. Like, if we'd just gone in and said, no, we have no evidence, and let him kill Piero, what would the consequences be, you know? Nothing. Which is quite interesting to think. Obviously, in Act 2, it seems like we had to accuse someone to dissuade the mob. Lead project manager Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
The Paul Rudd?
I doubt it.
But
There was a Will Booty before.
Will Booty. Yeah. That's like,
But yeah, I think we should do a wrap-up episode where we
yeah, you
pull
said
together our thoughts and stuff. But yeah, I think that'll be good.
That's like my immediate reaction to it was, yeah, really, really good game. Very much enjoyed that. Loved the art style.
Yeah,
I
it
loved
was
the way
really
the way it
clever.
was presented.
Really clever how they did it. I think we would have, you know, they obviously did the thing where they varied the text depending on the kind of social standing of the characters, but
Which I
that was
loved.
quite hard for me to read,
Yeah,
so
early,
we changed that.
Did change that like early
Yeah.
episodes, but even still, the writing was still different for each character, and the way it changed as well as perceptions changed. Like when we first met Emily, it changed from like an educated script to a common script, and then I loved it when it changed to purple. That was such a good little effect to be like, oh,
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a bibliography as well. So there's obviously like a lot of historic. Well, you could tell there was a lot of historical
absolutely,
knowledge
like,
that went into this game.
We've learned a lot. This has been very educational.
Yeah.
I don't play games to be educated, even though Assassin's Creed taught me some Italian.
Yeah.
Made with unity, made with love. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this and letting us play.
This was really fun. I really enjoyed this a lot.
Absolutely loved this. There we are, back at the main menu. The book is closed. The mural is up.
I mean, maybe this is a discussion for the discussion episode, but do you think you'd replay this to see what else, see what different
I don't know,
options
maybe.
would happen?
With a lot of role-playing games, I do tend to have, like, I'll play through it as I would do it, and then I'll do role playthroughs where I'll be like, okay, in this playthrough I'll make these decisions, or I'll act like this in a certain way, just to see options I've not seen before. But what I like about playing with you is you often pick different choices to me.
Yeah.
Like, I think you, without me kind of twisting your arm a bit, I think you would have told them the truth.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I really wanted to as well. But just after what happened with Caspar, I was like, I don't trust this game to give us a happy end, to give us a nice ending.
Especially when it was nudging us with Ursula that, Ursula should probably be careful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want anything bad. Like you said, I don't want anything bad to happen to Ursula.
She's my little baby girl, even though she's not mine at all. We just told her a story one time, and she was very cute, okay? But yeah, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, this has been great. I've really enjoyed going on this voyage over several weeks.
I can't believe how long it lasted.
I know, but it's nice though.
I have to think about our next story-based game. If you want to stick medieval or go more, we've got sci-fi on the back burner. We'll have a look through, see what there is. But yeah, that concludes our playthrough
it's been really
of
fun.
Pentiment.
Thank you.
Do you have any final life lessons for this?
Life lessons? Oh my goodness.
The entirety of Pentiment.
My goodness, this is quite a task to have a life lesson for the entirety of Pentiment.
It's a big, it's a big
I mean, don't hide for 18 years because you're ashamed of having a difficult conversation. Don't waste 18 years of your life. Say what you've got to say.
That's very wise.
Like, don't let social anxiety get the better of you. Even if, it's like, oh, I fucked up. This is going to be a really difficult series of conversations to have. Get it out. People will forgive you, as evidenced by this,
I do suppose, narratively speaking, if Caspar hadn't died, it wouldn't have made much sense for Andreas to stay hiding for 18 years. Or as much sense. I feel like with Caspar dying, a lot of it was the shame of that.
Yeah, it all compiled on. Yeah. Whereas...
Could be some other advice. Don't run into a burning building. I think we already had that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty crucial one.
Yeah.
That's a serious one.
It is a serious
Don't run
one.
back into a burning building.
Anything else?
Art is important.
It is, yeah.
Art.
This game is art.
I'd say this game is art. Making art does influence history, as corny as that sounds, and yeah, art is important, even if certain governments like to underfund it. But let's not go into that. But yes, make art if you want to. It's important. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm good.
No?
No.
Final thoughts on Pentiment?
I loved it.
I did love it. Still not as good as Mass Effect, but nothing will ever be as good as Mass Effect for me. It's got all that nostalgia value. But I will say,
there were no blue ladies in this. That's true.
No, that's true. There were plenty of ladies, though.
No.
There is an achievement to seduce Sister Sedina, and we never managed that, which I'm very sad about. That's what I'll replay for, to seduce her.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, still absolutely fantastic game.
Yes.
Obsidian always come through. They make some really good games. So, I suppose, as our dearly not dead, beloved Andreas likes to say...
He truly did pull a... I don't know... I'm alive! I don't know. A Gandalf. He pulled a Gandalf. Yeah.
But yeah, as Andreas likes to say... Until next time.
Until next time.
Until later.
Until later.